What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And look who made it in, looking amazing in this snowstorm, by the way. Angel Love, thank you for being here today.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, we're excited that you are Married to Medicine. I remember when you were filming and there was like rumors that you were going to be on. They saw you with Quad in Jamaica.
Yes.
And then,
I'm
bang.
here. Yes.
So, and a lot of people remember you also from Basketball Wives.
Yes. That was a journey of mine as well. Yes.
Man, listen, you see Basketball Wives isn't coming back either.
I know. I'm kind of sad about that.
Are you?
I am, because like Basketball Wives was that show that left a legacy. You know, that was, I used to tune in.
Right.
Before I was on the show, I was a fan of the show, and I watched those ladies, the fashion, their reads, all of that. So
You had some moments on there too, though.
what?
I was like, what is happening?
I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, I
that
could
was
tell.
the thing. And I was like, is this real? Is she really like? Is she really running up on me like this?
Oh, Jackie Christie.
Oh my
that was
God.
an iconic. Because I was like, she couldn't breathe. She was like, get this dress off of me. I can't
Panic
breathe.
attacks. It was just with so many different transitions that Jackie was having at that moment. I was like, what is going on? Because before that, her and I were together.
Right.
We were having the best time. We was talking, laughing, drinking, and of course we took separate cars to the party. And when I got there, she wanted to find. I said, "What is wrong with this lady?"
You like, I'm not trying to look. You sound real New Orleans right
Yes.
now.
Like, what did happen, girl? We just was cool. Now all of a sudden, you serious? You really want to fight? Because if you swing, I might have to hit you, Jack. I don't want to do this for real. Like, are you serious? I would have to protect myself. And I was like, let me just go, because I'm gonna just leave. And of course, like on the outside, they was like, no, you can't leave. I'm like, I can't leave. And they was like, you gotta go back. I was like, all right, let me just go back in. Went back in. I was like, Jackie, what's up? Oh, Jackie wanted to turn up. I said, I can't do this. I can't do this.
And I think sometimes when cameras are rolling, people get really extra too.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's something that navigating through that, because I think you think in your head, what is this going to look like on TV too?
Yes.
And I remember you in Malaysia got into it too.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
what is happening?
Why they didn't
But you know what? Some of it is like hazing when you're new on a
it
show.
was. They did not. They wasn't feeling me. I don't know. I mean, I came in as a new girl, and I really wanted to get to know everyone for themselves, and I was trying to be nice. They didn't want nobody nice. They didn't want nobody pretty or cute. Nobody with a shape. They didn't want none of that. I was like, well, baby, this is me. This is what I'm bringing. Y'all gonna take all of it.
Now, how was it being a newbie on Married to Medicine? Because I feel like they do a little bit of the hazing on there too.
You know what? I don't know. It wasn't bad at all. Well, you know, of course, I got into my little spat with
Toya.
I got into my little spat with Toya. But besides that, all the ladies were so welcoming and friendly. Like, I guess leaving off Basketball Wives, I was coming in like, oh my God, I got to have my guards up. I got to be ready. I don't know
Right,
what
that's
I'm
what I
about to
was
walk
thinking.
into.
It was like a crash course for you in how to handle things.
Yes, I was like, I don't know where it's coming from. It was like I had to be ready. So when I came in, I was still guarded a little bit, but it was definitely different than what I expected. You know?
Okay, so before we get more into Married to Medicine, even dealing with Basketball Wives, when you ran into people after that, like a DJ Duffy, because y'all had I mean, it was like everybody was coming at you. But were you able to, after that, like run into them in places and be okay? Was that really, you felt like on camera it's one thing, but then in real life it's not?
No, because it was like real for me.
Okay.
I mean, for me, it was like, you can't talk to me like one way on camera and then all of a sudden we cool.
I agree with that.
No, you did that we gonna, unless you apologize and we try to figure it out and come to some kind of amends. But other than that, nah, we not good.
And being on Basketball Wives also, I feel like you did protect your personal life still. And I feel like you still kind of do that.
I think I was only able to work with what they gave me. So of course I would have loved to show more of me. But I think the difference with Basketball Wives and Married to Medicine, Basketball Wives was more about who you were dating, who you related to, and lifestyle. Married to Medicine is more about careers and professional women and purpose of what we're actually doing. And I'm showing more of that on Married to Medicine, like who I am as a mommy, how am I running my business, how I'm an actress, and also being a nurse for 15 years.
And we're going to talk about all of that. So let's get into the business and entrepreneur side of things. So you have your daughter, Heaven. How old is Heaven now?
Heaven is 11.
Does she compute that like her mom is famous on TV and she's on TV too?
Yeah, she absolutely loves it. She's like, Mommy, my friends said they saw you on TV. My friends saw me on TV. She's an entertainer as well. Like, she loves to sing. She loves to dance. So she's into vocal training now. She's about to get in the studio. So she's into all of these things.
And then Savior, and you had Savior during the pandemic.
I did.
And what was that experience like? Because I can't even imagine when the hospitals were very limiting.
Yes.
And I know you had given birth earlier than you anticipated.
Yes, that was tough. It's like I was in the hospital for 2 months. Like, I lived there, and you couldn't have any visitors, and I was just in one room. And then the only time I would have like some kind of excitement, it was going down getting like ultrasound. So I'm like, okay, I get to go on an elevator today. I get to see some people. I mean, that part of it, but it was scary. And then also too, having him at 27 weeks, I mean, my whole focus was just focusing on trying to keep myself in a healthy mindset, keeping myself healthy and making sure my baby came out healthy. So I was just praying, like, as long as he can stay in utero, this will be amazing for him. So let me just focus.
Did you feel like you were able to ask the right questions too? Because I know a lot of times feeling empowered and having the knowledge because you have a background, obviously, in nursing.
Yes.
So sometimes it's intimidating. We don't know what we should be asking when we're in a situation like that. And we've heard some horror stories.
Yes, I think it was a little easier for me because I kind of knew what my body was going through as well because I studied medicine. And so certain questions that I didn't know, it was almost like I was a part of the team trying to figure out how can I help myself and help my baby at the same time. And so it was like a collaborative situation with my doctors and other nurses because just having that medical background. So it was a little bit easier, but I definitely understand how it can be scary with other people who's going through those situations as well, because you're not just worrying about you, you're worrying about your little baby as well.
Right.
And so it's tough. It's tough.
Did you know his name was going to be Savior, or was that something you decided after giving birth?
I was in between. I was like, I want something to kind of go with angel in heaven. I mean, what can it be? I was thinking about cross. I was thinking about saint. I was like, he's going to be Savior. He's going to be Savior. And I prayed for him so much. I wrote him a letter while he was in my belly, just letting him know how much I loved him so much. And I just can't wait to meet him. It was so scary. It was,
I bet.
I mean, even talking about it right now is just emotional because, man, it was a tough time in my life. Tough time. So.
And when were you single at that time?
I was.
Ooh,
I was
girl.
single. Oh, yes. And I had the worst postpartum depression. And, I went through it, okay? Went through it. And then I went through a crazy legal battle. It was crazy. That's some other things we could talk about another time, but it was crazy.
Tell me about your postpartum, because sometimes people go through that, women, and they don't realize what they're going through, and how can people around be supportive? Because sometimes you feel like there's not much you can do.
Yes. I think just having family and having friends, and I am one of those strong friends, and sometimes my friends don't check in because it's like she got it, or my family don't check in because they feel like she got it. But even though we so strong, no, please help us, please check in on us. We need you guys, just like we're strong for you guys, be that friend for us as well. So I think during those times, and someone going through that, just check on them, regardless if they say they fine. Just to hear someone else's voice and be like, nah, I know you good, but are you good? What can I do? And even if they say nothing, just send them something. Do something for them.
Like something that they'll appreciate.
Yes. So I think that's very important. And I think I'm very spiritual, so I pray about everything. And I didn't really know that I had postpartum depression until I remember just sitting in my living room, and I'm like, I just started screaming. I'm like, what in the hell is something's wrong with me? And I just dropped to my knees. I was like, God, whatever it is, just help me. Please help me get through it. I know it's going to be a process, but I know you're here with me. And I just prayed through everything. So that's who I am.
Now, we've seen on Married to Medicine, you want to get hooked up, right?
No, I did not.
Let's talk about that, because this is what it looked like to me, right? You were
because you're only seen a little bit of it.
So break it down for me, because it was like you wanted to get hooked up, but then I felt like Toya kind of hated on your situation.
So really, I never wanted to get hooked up. I never, ever, for real. What I was trying to do, I was trying to do like woman empowerment. I was really trying to just support Toya in an episode where it was a scene where the ladies was on her about not being being a stay-at-home mom and not really having a job, and you don't do nothing else. And I'm like, I'm that girl. If you feel like somebody is, talking bad about, I'm going to step up. I'm like, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom. Like, girl, you got a great husband. Your kids are amazing. You got all this, and your husband do all this.
And that's still a lot of work. We see all the work she's been doing with renovating the home, which is a lot already.
I know what it's like to be a mom, And so I'm like, girl, listen, don't listen to them. You got a good girl. Eugene got some friends just to trying to big her up.
Okay,
baby, she took that moment and ran with it, like out the door. I'm like, okay. And so you'll see me next time. She was like, girl, let's go hook you up. I'm like, really? Because I totally forgot what happened. I was really trying to support her in a moment where I felt like she needed uplifting. And baby, she took that moment and ran with it. And then what I didn't expect for her to do was, undermine me in any situation. You see me talking to a guy, oh girl, you said you wanted me to hook you up. Why would you do that now?
I know,
Toya?
that was wild. I don't even know. But she said she felt like she was being played.
How though? Toya gaslights and manipulates.
I want to know what we didn't see after that, because he was like, oh, word, like, who was it, Dr. Bernard?
Yeah, Bernard.
And so,
shout out to Dr. Bernard, amazing cardiologist, but, he was a friend. He was a friend of mine. He was...
But you guys dated in the past?
We dated in the past. Okay. And then I think he was just trying to... Before the Toya situation, he was really trying to figure it out. And I'm like, I don't really be spinning the block, but I don't really have time to date. So
it worked out for Nelly and Ashanti.
I see. And it looked like Floyd
and Mr. Jackson. Okay.
I see, but that ain't work for me. I was just like, you know what? Because I don't know. He came in like saying, oh my God, I want to do this and I want to help you with this. And then all of a sudden it was just muted. Like, what do you want? Like, show me a vision, show me a path where we're going. And it was almost like he would like lead me to nowhere. Like, you don't have a plan. I'm done. Please.
What are the red flags that you've experienced in the past that are now like, okay, I gotta watch out for this, watch out for that? Because like I said, you put it on yourself that you've made some bad decisions when it comes to dating.
I would definitely think when you're talking to someone, I'm at a point in my life where I have a lot going on. I'm established. I have an amazing career. I have several businesses that is thriving pretty well. And so at this point, if a man is coming to my life, at least I want you to be my backbone, support me. Let me see what it's like for you being in my life. Like, how can you help me? Like, what are you doing to bring to my table? I am the table. So what are you doing to kind of help me and uplift me? And also, being in this industry, you have to be strong because you hear so many different things. So, you have to be a strong-minded man. Just be confident. Definitely a boss in your own right. And God-fearing is important to me. So all those things, if you don't have that, all of the other stuff is red flags to me.
And I want to make sure that we highlight the business that you have, because you have the scrubs called Life Angels.
Life Angels, yes.
And tell me, and they are fly.
Thank you.
By the way. And you get to actually highlight that on the show.
Yes.
Which I think is important. We got to see the entrepreneur side of things.
Yes.
So talk to me about that journey into entrepreneurship, and then how this show has actually highlighted what you have going on.
Yeah. Well, Life Angels, it was something that I started with my grandmother. She was amazing seamstress in New Orleans, and so I would draw something. I'm like, Grandma, I cannot. Once I graduated 15 years ago, and so the scrubs were horrible. They didn't have any shape. The material was horrible. We worked 12 hours. We need to be comfortable, and so I was like, Grandma, we need something that feels good and look good. So help me. I'm going to design something. I need you to make it. And she would. And so I would wear it to work. And the girls was like, girl, where you get that from? And I'm like, my grandma, she makes those. And so we started, we got into business, called it Life Angels. But the supply and demand was just not meeting. She just couldn't keep up with the demand of it. So we hired some more people, but then it just got outrageous. So we started to do overseas. And then my grandma, I lost her. And so it was almost like a legacy to keep it going in her name. And at first I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore. But then I relaunched it because I used to have dreams of her. Like, girl, we worked this hard. You think you about to give up now?
Better follow your dreams.
Yes.
That's a sign.
Yeah. So I started incorporating scripture because I would read the Bible so much and try to understand, where can I get this grief? Like, how can I use an outlet for that? So I started incorporating scriptures in my scrubs. And also too, working in the healthcare field, we see so much. We see life, we see death. It's a lot for a healthcare professional to take on mentally. And they often say, leave it at the hospital. But we are passionate caregivers. We want to, we feel these things. We go home and we feel it. So
how
it's
could
like,
you not?
Yes, it's heavy. It's very, very heavy. And so I'm like, what can we do? And so I feel like not only do you look good, but you feel good because you're wearing the armor of God and scripture on my uniform. So that's what I decided to do with Life Angels. And the question about how does it feel to be able to show this on the show, I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and especially being a newcomer, and they highlighted my entrepreneurship, Life Angels. They highlighted that I was a lead in Send the Movie. This is amazing. So I'm thankful for all of it.
Except for when they in the movie screening. I saw that. So who was it? Contessa fell asleep? Yes. She fell asleep. She not just fell asleep. Was she really snoring that loud?
Snoring, baby. Contessa was out of it. I looked, I said, is she asleep? Because I'm like, girl, stop it. She is amazing. I love Contessa, but Contessa is
like, you gotta wake up.
Yeah, wake up, baby. This is I'm on the big screen. Pay attention.
And congratulations for that, because you had a starring role in the movie
Send the Movie. Yes. It's on Tubi.
They really are showing your stuff, though, which I know you appreciate.
I really, really appreciate it through the network. I'm so grateful.
How did you get on the show? Because it's not very often that people can make that leap from, say, a Basketball Wives to a Married to Medicine.
Yes, I know. But when I say what's for you, what God has for you, no one can take it away. And that's just a motto that I live by. My homegirl Quad is on the show as well. She's a sister to me. And I mean, I would say Bravo came to me a couple years and it just probably wasn't aligning then. But then they came back around this time and Quad brought it up and was like, listen, this is what we're doing.
Quad's like, I need some backup too.
Quad, for real. So I'm like, okay, let's see how it works. And Quad is amazing.
That's right, because it was surprising when Quad rejoined the show too.
She rejoined. She ever left? She never left too.
I thought she did. She didn't leave when she got divorced.
Oh, no, she never leaves. She's been here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was a season that she wasn't.
Well, you know what? It was one season that she started a little late.
Yeah.
And she came back. So, yeah, she's been here since day one.
And people were questioning your friendship. Like, I remember when you first joined, they were like, oh, because you know how they'll bring somebody on, like, as a friend of the show.
Yes.
And I saw people saying, oh, are they really friends, X, Y, and Z? But you guys have a lot of mutual friends, too.
Yes, we have a lot of mutual friends. And Quad and I have been friends for years.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we got a whole little Atlanta clique. We definitely uplift, support each other, and we're there for each other. So it's like a sisterhood.
I just think it's important because sometimes when things happen, you see people talking online. And I like to get to, like, hear you say what the real truth is. Because you'll see people saying, oh, they wasn't really friends. She just, came on the show. I also saw somebody saying, is she really a nurse? And I'm like,
what?
I know. but that's why I want you to say, because they're like, oh, she doesn't even do this anymore, X, Y, and Z.
You know what? It's surprising because people see me in the hospital. They be like, you really? Yes, I'm in the hospital. It's almost a way of me giving back. Mm-hmm. Of course, like, do I have to work bedside? No, but it's almost a part of me. I worked hard for this degree. You think when I tell you stressful nights, like, and it's just not a degree like just you come by easily. Mm-hmm. Like, we have to work for this. So I don't feel like I'm any bigger than not being on bedside. Of course, I do a lot and God has blessed me in several different ways, but that's how I give back, the way that God blesses me. Go in and help save lives.
Also, being a nurse, a lot of people were excited about that because you're representing for all the nurses out here. They were like, we need a nurse on Married to Medicine.
Yes, it's important. And then I also want to say how much respect that I feel like nurses should get. I mean,
absolutely.
It's hard out here being a bedside nurse and also having 5 and 6 patients. I mean, not only is it dangerous for our patients, but it also is dangerous for us. And I feel like we need better staffing. Like, we need people to come in and help with staffing. We need, the burnout is real. Yeah. The burnout is real. And I just wish each day had a union that we can all pull together and fight. That's what it's really important.
Yeah, no, it's good that you're there to highlight this. Now, the Met Gala.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Where are we with this Met Gala? And what did you think about Toya being named as, like, the person in charge of it? I have mixed thoughts about that. I understand why they were like, okay, she didn't contribute before, but now let's give her this position so she can see what that's really like.
I think it was important for her to really feel and understand, but did she really get the message? I don't know. Toya is a hard cookie, baby. I don't... Does she really think like this sometimes? And that's just who she is. That's just who she is. And I'm like, okay.
Aside from Quad, who do you feel like you've really connected with?
I would say Heavenly.
Okay.
Heavenly and
I saw
Simone.
you promoting her running for Congress.
Yes, I am so happy for her. Oh my God, I can't wait till she wins. I mean, just to know her. She's going into a space where a lot of Black women are not heard or not seen, and she's really going in and fighting for something that she really believes in. Like, she's lived in this district for years, and so she knows what it's like underneath this other Congress. So why not go in and see a change? Why not fight for something you believe in? And I'm like, why not everybody get behind her and rally and support her doing this journey? Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, let's support her. Yes.
All right, so Heavenly is one person, and then who else did you just say?
Simone.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you think about the incident with Heavenly, with her? Like, when you think about, because watching it back, do you think that she really pushed her? Was there really a cause for Heavenly to feel threatened?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. But in the moment, I didn't know what happened. And like, I don't really know Simone. I don't really know Heavenly. But if Heavenly's really saying a lady pushing, I'm like, well, she pushed you? For real? Like, and so I didn't know. So I'm looking at Simone trying to see, well, why would you put your hands on this lady? And then when I watched, I was like, oh, hell no, Heavenly. Stop it, girls. Stop it. But I understand they both were going through something very hard in their lives. You know, Heavenly's battling her family and her son's situation, and Simone is battling her son and her family situation. Right. So sometimes things can seem escalated in your mind when it's taking place. So I'm going to just say maybe it was that. I don't know, but hell no, Simone did not push Heavenly.
Okay. Now, I want to know, are we going to see you dating? I mean, it is Married to Medicine.
Yes.
And, and I guess Quad is single now, too.
Quad is single, baby. Quad is single.
Did you see that coming?
I did see that coming. You seen the season just like I did, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, even before that, though, because earlier on, her and King, they were going strong. She was doing IVF.
Yes.
Do you think that was part of what caused a rift between them?
I mean, I think it would, in general, I think it's hard to go through an IVF journey and not really have the full support of your partner. Like, that's hard. I mean, a woman just period going through that, especially when you guys agreed on it together.
Right.
And of course you might not know, how's this going to be, but you join me along this ride. So let's buckle up and ride this out. That's what so that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. And I just think that it's important. We need support, especially going through something.
Did you see any red flags with him before that?
Oh, wait, listen.
Because that's your friend,
I know, but that's for her. That's for her to see the red flags.
But as a friend, did you? Now that they're not together, did you see any red flags?
I don't know. I don't know. But I saw some on the show for sure. Okay. I saw some things on the show, and I was just like, nah, my friend needs.
Look at you fixing your gloves.
Yeah. Like, Lord Jesus, hold on. I don't get in them people business like that. But no, seeing the show, watching back, just like a lot of the other audience have seen it and viewers. And she really definitely needed more support than what she actually had. And that's just how I feel about that.
So will we see you dating?
I hope so. I am out here, and I am waiting for God to send me my husband.
How are you going to meet somebody? Ain't nobody's just sending it. Like, how is this going to happen?
You know somebody. Just let them. Let me. And I'm telling you, you have it. You have the right.
Let's put together your ideal guy. So you want somebody that's supportive of what you have going on. Somebody with a plan.
Please have a plan.
What about how much do looks matter to you?
Please be a little easy on the eyes. I'm gonna just a little bit. Let me look at you and be like, oh, my man. I don't. And I like a little height.
Okay.
It's not a requirement, but yeah, let them be tall and just support God-fearing, please. God-fearing would be important
absolutely.
To me. And love my kids.
Is this man in Atlanta, or do you need to go back to New Orleans?
I don't care if he's in Europe. I don't care where he is.
You don't care where he is. Does it matter what if he's not black? Does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I am open. I'm open.
All right, the DMs are open, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shit.
No, I am. I'm going to see, because I know already when this comes out, people going to hit me up. What about, do you have reservations about somebody who's in the public eye? Do you feel like I don't want that? Like, I want to be more low-key? Or does that matter to you? You know what? I've tried to figure out, I don't want a guy that's in the industry. I don't want a guy that's playing football. I tried that. I tried to just go regular. That was crazy for me. I mean, so I think I'm open. Okay. I don't think it matters at this point, because I've tried to see, maybe it's the industry or maybe it's just a regular guy, but men are men, and so I just really need the right man. Do you think that men can be faithful? Have you ever been with a guy who hasn't cheated? I believe I did. Yes, I believe. I believe it. As long as he continue making me believe, that's all that matters. Listen, then it didn't happen. I need to feel very confident. Like, my man, when he see me, it's just like, that's the only woman in the world. Just make me feel like. That's what I think men should do. Because I don't know, but I hope there is. And then they're gonna have to get along with the husband group too on Married to Medicine. Oh, they definitely have to. But I feel like the husband group does a good job with each other. They do, right? But I don't know, baby. When y'all see this reunion that's coming up, Lords. It has to be hard for them to see somebody arguing with their wife. Like if you see somebody coming at your wife and going so hard and then you want to defend her, that's not easy because there's a lot of crazy things being said.
Yes, and it seems as though the men says, look, let the women do the women thing and, I'm going to stick to the man thing. So I think that's how they try to divide it. But when y'all see this new reunion that's coming up for Married to Medicine, it's going to be like, okay.
I cannot wait to see it. You ain't got no issues though, right?
I don't
feel like you should. You do a good job of maneuvering.
Yeah, I tried to, I'm trying to figure this thing out with Toya. I don't know. She just got a problem with taking accountability and understanding.
Yeah, Toya sent these flowers up here, by the way.
Oh,
shout out to Toya. Yeah, it was a while ago, so they're kind of dying now, but they were beautiful.
Job watering them and everything. That's nice.
Yeah, so thank her for that. And I'm hoping that because I see a lot of people on the show having things to say, and maybe that is a time when you do have to take some accountability and take some feedback.
Yes.
If a lot of people are saying this is the issue, because I always wonder, is it editing or is it?
No, it was what you saw is what happened, and we all saw the wrongness. And so understand that you're wrong, girlfriend, and say, "Yo, Angel, listen, I was wrong."
What do you think was your favorite moment from this season?
I mean, there was amazing moments throughout the season. I think, wow. The girls' trip was pretty good.
Jamaica?
Yes, and I like when Simone and Heavenly, they tried to make up. I don't really know, but it just...
It was a kiss.
Yeah, it was nice. They tried to figure that part out. It was so many ups and downs and roller coaster rides in this season. I'm happy that I was able to introduce the world my scrub line.
Yeah, that's important.
That was my roses.
Did you see the results from that too? I always wonder, how does that translate? Like, this is on the TV, and then now you can go online.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like Life Angels has been steady, and of course when they did air, it went all the way up, and then it's steady. It's ups and downs in business. You just go up and down, and how it goes. But definitely was a big influx from the show.
That's good. So you get about your business.
Yes, all about my business.
All right. Well, I'm excited to watch this reunion. You got me a little hype. I want to see what's about to happen.
It's really good.
So you're back for another season.
You know what? What God has for me, nobody can take away. So we'll see. We'll see.
You feel good about it, though.
I feel good.
And you would do it. You have no reservations about going back.
No, not at all. No, I really got along with the ladies. I absolutely found real other friendships without just no kind of controversy. And hopefully I can have an understanding with Toya. Because I really came into this season like, I like Toya. I want to be her friend. See how that go. But that ain't happen like that. So.
I do think, though, sometimes certain things happen because it's good for TV. And people know that.
Yes.
And, and when they've been on the show as long as they have, they're kind of veterans of maneuvering, like, this is going to be a good moment.
Yeah. But then I thought she was supposed to come back around and say, okay, I messed up. I thought she was supposed to, make it better at the end.
Maybe at the reunion.
It happened already. Well, we'll see.
Okay. See, I tricked you there. Okay.
We'll see.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm definitely going to check back in with you because I want to see what's about to go down.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
But we love seeing you on Married to Medicine. Yes. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations. Check out Life Angels.
Yes.
All right.
Shop Life Angels.
Yes. And shout out to all the work that you're doing, too, and representing for all the nurses. Like you said, they need more recognition and support.
Yes. More staffing. Let's do it.
All right. It's way up.